guys, and welcome back again. So today we're going to be potting on some of the onions. These are all grown for large onions for expedition, and we're going to be doing a bit of a test with these. We're going to do half of these with the Atami nutrients and soil, and half with my own. I'll bring you in a bit closer so you can have a look and see what we're putting in. But we've already potted these ones on into cell trays about 2 weeks ago, so we're going to leave these in these trays for now and repot them a bit further down the line. But we've got the long day off Graham Barrett and some mammoth, which I bought the seed in Malvern, and we've also got some more long day second sowing of them to pot on today. I've also sown some of the Medwins of Anglesey large expedition. These were leftover seeds from last year, and as you can see they're all starting to germinate there. And I've also done a tray of the Bedfordshire Champion. These were only done a couple of days ago and they're already starting to come up, so they'll be getting potted on within the next couple of weeks. And I will also be doing another sowing of Red Baron probably around the end of December. But I'll bring the camera in closer and we'll have a quick look at some of my own composts that we're going to be using. Right then, so this pile in the front here, this is 2-year-old leaf mould. I'll do a video on the leaf mould and the compost over the next few days because they all need turning. But this is just off the top of what we've collected 2 years ago, and it's some really nice looking stuff. Just run it through a sieve quickly. I've got all the bigger bits out. And then this back corner here, this is my own homemade compost, and again just ran that through a sieve. And then we've got some coconut coir that we're just going to add just to lighten it up a bit, and add in a bit of perlite and maybe some charge. But the coir that I'm using are these ones. I picked this up from a local supermarket for £2.50, and one of these blocks grows into, I can see it here, I think it was 150 litres. Put 30 litres of water, leave the block soak, and you get 150 litres. But it says on the side there what they're for. So I just thought it'd be a good thing to add to my compost, just to lighten it up a bit, because the leaf mould is quite heavy. That's quite airy anyway, but that'll just, mixing that in will just fluff it all up a bit. Right, so I'm just going to add the charge and the perlite into this, give this a mix up, and we'll get going. So just going to add 2 decent handfuls of the charge. This is just mealworm castings, and it just helps beneficial organisms in the soil. Then I'm going to add some perlite, not too much, and just mix all that together. Right, so that's all had a really good mix now, and as you can see it's nice and fluffy, not heavy, and the onions should really enjoy that, hopefully. Right, so we'll get the pots ready and get these pulled out, get them soaking in some water and sort out what we're going to do. Right then, so I've got this little tray here and I'm just going to fill it with some rainwater that's at room temperature, and this is just to pop the seedlings into until we're ready to put them in pots so we can pick out evenly. And so all I'm going to do here is using a little dibber, scoop up underneath, just holding the stems, not pulling at all, and just tease them out, and they should come out nice and easy like that. Now, they're coming out that easy because I've served all this compost before sowing the seeds, and if you're doing it this way, that is a must in my opinion. I know a lot of people don't believe in it, but nice healthy roots on them. Just dip them in the water just so they're not drying out whilst we're setting up the pots. But that's how easy they do come out. And if you do break some of these roots, it doesn't really affect the growth of the plant. Might slow it down a little bit, but the roots, they take no damage. They take no damage really, and all that they do is branch off and start another root. So I think there's 13 there, or 12. So we've got 13 pots, but we'll just pick the best 12 and do 6 of each. So pots I'm going to be using 7cm square pots. They've been washed, so I'm just going to fill these up. 6. And tap the sides and give it a push down just to make sure it's all compact, because I won't be watering these from the top, I'll only be watering them from the bottom, so we don't want any air pockets in the compost. And if you haven't already, guys, please do consider subscribing. It's absolutely free, and that way when I put out updates on these you won't miss them, or on anything else. Right, so that's them 6 filled. Right, so that's all the pots filled, ready to go. Got the plants ready to go. The only other thing I want to do is, before I pop them in the pots, I'm going to dip the roots in some mycorrhizal fungi. This is the Q4 root maw. I'm just going to get a little bit in a glass, just so not to wet what's in the bag by dipping the plants in it, and prevents any cross contamination or anything like that. Right, so all I'm going to do is separate the plants. That root wash off. Dip it in the mycorrhizal fungi. And then using a Sharpie marker pen, I'm just going to dibble a hole about 1.5 inches. Just make sure those roots get right down, and then fill in around it. Just like that. That's that one done. Again, make a hole about 1.5 inches. Give those roots a good coating. And I just use the Sharpie just to push the roots down to the bottom of the hole. Careful not to damage anything. And compact that in around it. Right, so I'll get these 4 done, and then we'll have a look at what we're going to do with the other 6. Right, so that's 6 done in my own compost. Now we'll get on to the Atami compost, get all this cleared away, and have a look at that. Right then, so now all that's out of the way and cleared up, we'll have a look at the Atami high plasticity coco compost. This has got added perlite in it, and it's got a light based nutrient just to keep plants going, but we are going to be mixing up some of their coco A and coco B with some root stimulator in it, and see how they do compared to in my own compost. So I'll get a bit of this emptied out, have a quick look at it. See, again now, this looks like some nice, light, fluffy compost, nice and airy. It's got the added perlite in it. And we'll just see how it does up against mine. Right then guys, so whilst I was editing this video, I noticed it is over half an hour long. So I thought I might as well split it into 2 separate videos and release them one after each other, so keep an eye out for part 2. I'd just like to say a massive thank you to Atami for sending me all these products, and if you're interested in trying any of these, there are links in the description of this video to pretty much most of the things that I do use in this video and a few other bits and bobs. So if you could pop on over and check them out, that'd be absolutely amazing. But we're going to end it at that one for now, so I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.